My forefathers came by ship, together with their clan. Architects of their own dreams, was this part of the plan? For every thug who guards the gate with a raised, clenched fist, there will always be men who coexist. There will always be, there will always be men who coexist. There will always be, there will always be men who coexist. One misguided spark falls on tinder to ignite a raging fire growing much too big to fight. Malicious mobs may tattoo numbers on the wrists. There will always be angels in our midst. There will always be, there will always be angels in our midst. There will always be, there will always be angels in our midst. Be a woman who persists, be a man who coexists. Be an angel, be an angel, be an angel in our midst. There will always be, 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 there will always be angels in our midst.
Oh, thank you so much for that wonderful beginning for us this morning. Welcome, friends gathered in the sanctuary on Zoom and later on our YouTube channel. It is so good to be together. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Franklin, to the Smoky Mountains of Western North Carolina and Northeast Georgia, and the ancestral land of the Cherokee people. We're a lay-led congregation of progressive minds and caring connections for over 53 years. My name is Mary Teslow, and I'm delighted to be your service leader this morning. We extend a warm welcome to those who may be visiting with us today for the first time or returning after a while. We're so glad you're with us and look forward to getting to know you better. There'll be an opportunity to introduce yourself later in the service, and you can sign up for our newsletter in the guest book in the foyer. As we gather each Sunday, we take a moment to greet each other on Zoom and here in the sanctuary, affectionately the Zoomies and the Roomies. So Roomies, please rise and body your spirit. For our wave hello, the Roomies turn to your right and wave to the camera above the door, and our Zoomies will wave back to us. Yay, hooray. And now our gathering song, Spirit of Life, with our wonderful Friction Farm leading us. We'll do some sign language. We'll do some sign language too. We've been practicing. It's close enough.
Close enough.
Close enough for the girls like Kate.
Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in
arms hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me.
This simple act of connection reminds us that despite our distance, we are all part of this loving community. We appreciate our Sunday service team, Warren, Ben, Edgar, Penny on Zoom, and Claire for our YouTube channel. Our greeters this morning, Barbara and Bill, hospitality, Dana, Karen, and Jeff. We appreciate all our volunteers, Sunday and beyond. Announcements this morning, we'll do Zoom first. Do we have any announcements on Zoom? We are fine. Announcements in the sanctuary?
I'm back.
We missed you. Yay.
I've missed
We're
being
so glad
home.
you're back.
You know it's bad when I come with flyers. So if anybody happens to be interested to spend $25 to a good cause, a very dear friend in Costa Rica discovered 85 children that aren't going to have anything at Christmas. And $25 will give them 3 to 5 presents apiece.
Whoa. Wow.
And he's also servicing North Panama, and it is in the special needs community. His daughter has severe cerebral palsy, and that's how he discovered these children. More information, see me downstairs. My food drive is still going really well on gift cards for grocery stores. We are at the 725 mark. Woohoo! This is going on till the 23rd of December. You can leave them downstairs, and I'll pick them up Sundays, or you can bring them to the business. I'm not trying to take up the whole service. And then I have flyers for Wednesday and Saturday of next week, the 10th and the 13th, 10 to 6 at my business. I have 7 local artisan and crafters. We have gifts from $1 to $65, and there is a home bake sale as well. 20% of the proceeds are going to 828 vets from all purchases. So, nothing going on. Thanks, I'm glad to be home.
We're so glad you're back. Yay. Hi, Laura.
Hi, I'm Laura, and we have a really exciting art show going on downstairs, and it's all our members and friends, and it's set up there. It's going to be a little crowded today with potluck, but just scoot around.
I took a preview. It looks fabulous.
Good, I think so too. Yeah. So I wonder, looking around, there aren't too many, except Carla, here that's been here for a long time. Back in 2017, we had 14 members and friends exhibiting there downstairs. How many of these people do you remember? I mean, they're all still alive, but how many do you remember? Pinch me. Penny Brewster, me, Jean Brown, Debbie Olson, Carla Woodmansey, Martha Tree Thomas, Wendy Inglefield, Paul Chu, Virginia Talbot, Virginia Wilson, Shalimar, Sky Love, who's my granddaughter, Marilyn Gerber, and Joni Mitchell.
Awesome. Yay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, everyone. Connect Up is a space where words are our currency and connection value, a place where UUs can gain connection in a disconnected society. We will be meeting on Wednesday from 12 to 12:30 on the UUFF Zoom channel. If you are a visitor and would like to attend, let me know after service or write your information on the sign-up sheet downstairs on the bulletin board. You can navigate to the meeting from the UU view using the ID and password or the blue button that says Join on Zoom. Thank you.
Thank you. Yay.
Good morning, I'm Joe Eckstein. I have a couple of things. First is the Bartram gift bags. Got all the good stuff in my car, so I'll be putting it downstairs today. I'll have some bags at each of the tables today. So we greatly appreciate your help in decorating them. We have 60 bags to decorate. Just write Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Joy, anything, something like that. Draw a Christmas tree, snowman, and that would be a great help. Tomorrow is when we stuff the bags from 11 to 2. I've got 7 people to help stuff bags. Could definitely use a couple more. Easy work, lots of fun. So if you would like to, just let me know. And I'll be taking the bags in also the beautiful poinsettias to the Bartram Academy on Monday morning. And it looks like I may need some help. Just one person, another car would be great. I'll be here at 10 o'clock to do that. And one more thing, our P flag has enlarged. For good or ill, I am now the communication.
Definitely the good, definitely the
I'm
good.
now the communication and outreach director for our local P flag. We are now serving Macon, Jackson, and Haywood counties. I've already made contact with people in Jackson and in Haywood counties, and they're all looking forward to coming together for a much larger community. Right now, it is the local communities that are having to do the work. Federal government is out of it, as we all know, for various things. So please join us. We have meetings every Sunday, 2 o'clock, fourth Sunday of the month. Okay? If you'd like to become a member, please let me know. I'll get your address. You can have mine, and we'll have a great time. Okay? Thank you. Yes?
Does everyone know what P-FLAG stands for?
P-Flags, thank you very much. P-Flags stands for, originally stood for Parents and Friends of Lesbian and Gay, but now it extends so much more. It's not only the LGBT community, it's also their families, helping them deal with the issues that the LGBT community is having right now, and their friends, how their friends can actually help the LGBT community. Okay, and thank you very much.
Thank you loads. And I think it's always worth having one more announcement, Jude. How about a Christmas tree idea that's coming to us soon?
You know, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. We're going to get a Christmas tree up one way or another. I know that. And next week, our service is the Forgotten Carols. And part of the theme of the Forgotten Carols is the main character sharing Christmas ornaments as they decorate the tree and then singing carols that maybe were forgotten from the Christmas story. Things like the shepherds who stayed behind while the shepherds went to see the baby. So in honor of that, if you have a Christmas ornament that you would like to share with the fellowship, or if somehow you might have tucked away some of the fellowship ornaments to keep them safe, bring them next week, and there'll be a tree there to decorate one way or another. And maybe share a little story if it's something special. So thank you, Mary.
Thank you loads. Absolutely. Please be sure to keep up to date checking the UU View, our website, and the bulletin board downstairs in Celebration Hall. As respiratory viruses increase as the weather cools, like it might be cool today, and the air dries, we encourage everyone to consider vaccinations and joining us on Zoom if you don't feel well. We also have supplies at the entry and a reminder that we request anyone testing positive or significantly exposed to contact our president, Jude Lowry. Our fellowship is a light for liberal religion in the mountains that values diversity and the richness it brings to our community. Our celebration of diversity is reflected in the variety of our Sunday services. In addition to different topics, our service sequence and length sometimes vary. We hope today's service enriches your journey of discovery. This morning, we celebrate our first principle, the inherent worth and dignity of every person. Today, December 7th, is Pearl Harbor Day. Christine Stay will share her experience growing up as a Japanese-American person and discuss how we pass along identity, pride, bias, and fear through generations. Friction Farm will share their music. They began with their prelude, There Will Always Be. Friction Farm is a modern folk duo, a husband and wife team of internationally traveling troubadours, and so glad you are here with us. Not internationally, yay! Aidan Quinn and Christine Stay combine storytelling, social commentary, and humor to create songs of everyday life, local heroes, and quirky observations. From ballads to anthems, each song is filled with harmony and hope. For sure, we can use hope. I'd like to invite Jubilee and August up to help us with the chalice lighting. Wonderful. Yes, that one, absolutely. Have I got Jubilee? There she is. Wonderful. Okay. You're going to wait just a moment till I say we light the chalice, okay? So August, just wait a tiny, we're going to put that down, because that comes later. So we're going to wait just a moment. We light the chalice on December 7th, remembering a day that changed history. The attack on Pearl Harbor that drew the United States into World War II. We honor the 2,403 Americans who lost their lives that day and all who served and sacrificed. So now's the time to light it.
Why it looks like it wiggling?
Yeah.
And I put the tape.
There it goes. Wonderful. Pull it back. Very perfect. Thank you so much, and we'll invite you back to put it out. And then you can put it, we're going to leave it on right now, and we're going to put it out later, okay? Wonderful. And you'll come back up, and that'll be your turn to do that.
Why does it look like?
I think it's doing okay.
From above, it looks like it's just floating.
I think it's okay. No, I think we're doing great. And I'll invite you back. Okay, you may take one. Take one, and you can bring it back later. Wonderful. But we also light this flame to remind us that tragedy can reveal both our courage and our failures. May it inspire us to remember all victims, those who died at Pearl Harbor and those whose constitutional rights were violated in the years that followed. May it call us to vigilance against the prejudice that turns neighbors into enemies and to the ongoing work of creating a truly just and inclusive society. Please welcome back Friction Farm with their opening song, Providence, and then Christine will continue with her message this morning.
Of the moon, we slipped away from our homes, put all our hopes in the well of a small wooden boat. 5 days and nights we rode in shifts, in unguarded moments let our spirits lift. By luck or by providence, we stayed afloat. Just before dawn, the first watch spotted land. Oars in the water, we need every hand. My arms were aching, my dress was soaked through, but the promise of freedom began to feel true. By luck or by providence, waves pushed us to sand. As the first rays of sunlight crest the horizon, a crowd began shouting from shore. Turn back, turn back, we all cry, we are not safe anymore. we call Captain jumped in, he did not hesitate. He's through running and hiding, he'll face whatever awaits. After a moment, my faith beat my doubt. What if they're guiding us in, not pushing us out? By luck or by providence, I choose my fate. Good morning. My name is Christine Stay. My pronouns are she, her. If you have some visual impairment, I'm a middle-aged white woman with brown hair and I'm wearing a purple sweater. And part of that is a lie. My dad is American, born and raised here. My mother is an immigrant. As you heard, she's from Japan. She was born there. She was raised there. She had my older sister there. My older brother was her anchor baby, and she became a naturalized citizen before I was born. So technically, I'm not exactly white. I pass. But really, who cares? 80-something years after Pearl Harbor, who cares, right? When I was a kid, we moved from Europe to Woodstock, New York. And a man knocked on our door one day, and he hesitated. He looked me over, and then he asked for my mom. He was an older Japanese man. He was sort of the welcoming committee, or maybe reconnaissance, for other Japanese people in the area. And he brought with him a list of names and phone numbers of the other Japanese women who lived in our town or nearby towns. And that day, that is how I learned that my mother was an immigrant, that she was not quite American, that she was not white, and so neither was I. And it didn't matter to me. But I found out pretty quickly that it did matter to some other people. Men of a certain age in particular. I didn't know anything about World War II then, but I certainly do now. Back then, I just thought that old men, they weren't that old, were grumpy and mean. Some women too. And when my mom spoke with her heavy accent, some people got nervous, some were uncomfortable, some were dismissive, and some were just mean. I remember one time she backed into a car in a parking lot, and that's when I learned about you people and why we should go back where we came from. And one time we were at a store looking at a washing machine, and the salesperson kept talking to me rather than my mom, and I was just a kid. And it seemed like he couldn't understand her, or he wasn't really sure if she could understand him. And I remember thinking how weird that was, because all my 10-year-old friends could handle the conversation with her. I suppose that should have given me some hope back then that my friends, the other kids, could be more accepting. So back to the women on the list that the Japanese man brought over. Those women, they became my mom's friends. And then they became our family friends. And most of them were married to American-born men. Like us, most of them were lower middle class. I knew their kids. And somehow, our parents, the in-laws, the cousins, We had all gotten past any differences. Men who fought in the war had gotten past it. They had seen Japanese people as enemies, and not only had they gotten past it, they had fallen in love. And all these Japanese women that I knew growing up, they had the exact same dream as the moms of all of my white friends. They just wanted a good life for their kids. Rosalinda, I'm watching you sleep. You are the promise I aim to keep. Hold my love in your heart, let it set you free. Rosalinda, dare to dream. Rosalinda, oh, Rosalinda, oh, Rosalinda. Let me tell you something I know in my bones. There are worse things about living than dying alone. Something already gone. Rosalinda, be strong. Oh, Rosalinda, oh, Rosalinda. Gave you your grandmother's names. Both of those women carried hope in their veins. They are gone from us now, but their spirit remains. Rosalinda, carry that flame. Rosalinda, oh, Rosalinda, oh, Rosalinda, oh, Rosalinda, oh, Rosalinda, oh. So despite my hoping it would be so, we're not all quite past it, are we? Remember, I was with my friend Dee at a playground, and there were a couple of older girls that we didn't know, and they asked where she was from, and she told them the name of our neighborhood. She didn't have any idea what they were actually asking. Ironically, her mother is Native American. It wasn't something she ever thought about, but I understood what those girls were asking. And that day, I told Donna that sometimes she would be seen as other, maybe even a little bit less than. And then in the context of history, I understood even then about the grumpy old guys. But why would kids care? These girls, they weren't mean, they weren't bullies. They simply pointed out a difference that they could see. And somehow, that little thing made them feel like more. And it also made us feel like less. And it was so easy. After I finished the 6th grade, there was a new girl who moved to the neighborhood, and she was really nice and beautiful, and she had a brand new bike. I didn't even believe she would want to be friends with me, but she did. Her family was Persian, and she also saw something different in me, but she saw that as a good thing. An ally are more likely to be accepting. All the strange customs, the foods, the accents of her family, they were all normal to me. And then we started junior high. And looking the way I look, it was pretty easy for me. I don't look very exotic. I'm not brown. I could blend in. And I really tried to be a good friend to her, but I wasn't. I didn't know how. I lacked the skills and the tools to do that. By the time I started high school, I was just fully and completely white, just like most of my friends, until I took the PSATs and I encountered the boxes. Race: white, black, Hispanic, Asian, other. Which box? Could I check 2 boxes? I didn't know, so I didn't fill in anything. I just left it blank. I never talked about it, just took the test and went home. By the time I got around to college applications, I was a little more ready to talk about it. Was I betraying one race to check the other box? Could I check 2 boxes? My parents were very pragmatic. Will either box get you more financial aid? Nope. So who cares? And that was throughout my whole childhood the way that they dealt with it. My mom looks foreign, she speaks with an accent, she assumes that people are going to be biased against her because of it. And then she just gets on with her life. My dad also just sort of floated above it. And that may sound strong and it may sound noble, but it isn't. Racism changed who they were, how they lived. But my parents didn't actually deal with that. They didn't talk about that. And that affected me. And it affects you. And the whole world. We don't deal with it. As James Baldwin said, not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. I mean, despite some firsthand knowledge, I didn't know how to be an adequate friend to a brown girl. And I wanted to, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't even know how to check a box. I needed tools. I needed words, actions, psychology, knowledge, history. I needed to know why people look at each other differently. I needed to know that sometimes that's unintentional, but it's still wrong and it can still hurt. I needed to understand the consequences of generational poverty, oppression, and fear. I knew that I shouldn't feel less than or other, but sometimes I still did. I understood that I shouldn't make anyone else feel less than or different or other, but sometimes I did that too, even though I knew how it felt. I didn't know anything about the subtle, hidden bias that's woven into our society. And in part, it's because my mom just wanted me to be a white American kid. And because I could play that part, we never had to deal with it. Remember those women that I told you about, the ones that became my mom's friends, the Japanese women? They were mostly married to American men, mostly white, mostly. But there was one dad who was Hispanic, and the kids were brown. And somehow my mom made it clear that they were a little bit beneath us. She never was unkind, she was never overt, but somehow she still conveyed that message. And looking back, I can see that she needed someone to be beneath her. Someone who could make our family look a little more all-American. She needed to be above someone, to have immigrated here before someone, to be whiter than someone. This isn't really just about my mom. There's an entire industry, policy, and hierarchy that works to make her feel that way. Outside forces focus her attention on comparing me and herself to those other aliens, other colors, others. Toni Morrison said during a talk at a university in Portland, "The very serious function of racism is distraction. It keeps you from doing your work. It keeps you explaining over and over again your reason for being." But here's the thing, you don't just keep explaining your reason for being to others. You keep explaining it to yourself. And I think there's a part of racism that maybe is the opposite of what we often think it is. It's not just about our feelings towards someone else, whether tied to their color or ethnicity or not. It isn't about their inadequacy, their behavioral traits, or their genetics. It's about our own. It's about inventing a new rung on the social ladder so that we're not at the bottom. Because nobody wants to be at the bottom, but some of us don't see any other way up. And it happens at all the various rungs of the ladder. We create another layer of hierarchy over someone who is newer to the country, or less white, or poorer, because we don't think we have another way up. There's a system in place that fosters all of these feelings of inadequacy and desperation, marries them to fear, and produces discrimination. It's a sort of system of abuse, and we pass along that bias just like the children of abuse. Nicole Hannah-Jones has said that for too long, powerful people have expected people they have mistreated and marginalized to sacrifice themselves to make things whole. The burden of working for racial justice is laid on the very people bearing the brunt of that injustice. and not the powerful people who maintain it. And I say to you, she says to you, I refuse. So I shared my family stories with you not to blame my mom or myself or anyone who finds themselves on some rung of a ladder where they're not comfortable. My mom didn't have the tools of change, so she passed along to me not an overt racial bias, but rather the acceptance of the system that is racism, and a way to survive that system, which requires her to prove her worth in provenance or wealth, while simultaneously making sure she can never attain them. Despite experiencing and witnessing the pain of that system, I still embrace the things that she passed down in some ways. Work a little harder,
Stretch and save. You're gonna get ahead one of these days. But everybody knows what everybody knows. It's a con job, a clever scheme, this American dream. It's the biggest hoax you've ever seen, this American dream. This American dream. All of us are equal. We got the same shot. You're poor and you're tired, deserve what they got. But everybody knows what everybody knows. It's a con job, a clever scheme, this American dream. It's the biggest hoax you've ever seen, this American dream. This American dream. But I have a dream. I have a dream. And one day, one day, one day. Follow the orders. Do as you're told. No one gets hurt if you're under control. But everybody knows what everybody knows. It's a con job, a clever scheme, this American dream. It's the biggest hoax you've ever seen, this American dream. This American dream.
I have a dream. I have a dream.
One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day.
I just want to say that if you heard nothing else from me today, I hope you will hear these 3 things. 1, if it's that easy for me, a mixed race person, to sometimes be oblivious to the way the world is unfair, imagine how it feels for people who believe that their whiteness is maybe all they have going for them. 2, to break that sort of cycle, we don't start with changing how and what others see. We really have to start by changing how we see ourselves, not defined by history written by a conqueror, not defined by a marketplace trying to sell us things, but our real selves. And 3, that's really hard.
Thank you so much. What a blessing to us. We are also grateful for all the diverse gifts of time, talent, and treasure that are given by so many in love and in hope. Please join me now in the dedication of our gifts. Gifts given in love and hope, continuous cycle of love and hope. Thank you for your support. All financial gifts are appreciated. There's an offering plate in the sanctuary entry where there are also stamped addressed envelopes to mail. Donations are also welcome electronically, including a PayPal link on our website and in the UU View. There is also our celebration jar here and a basket for coffee donations downstairs in Celebration Hall. As we prepare for joys and concerns, know they will be edited out before being posted online. It's a joy to welcome visitors this morning. If you would like to introduce yourself, please raise your hand on Zoom first if we have anyone. We're all well known to each other. Hooray, hooray. In the sanctuary, those who might like to introduce themselves. Okay, we will all enjoy getting to know each other downstairs in Celebration Hall. And birthdays and anniversaries, we have 3. We missed Betsy on her Sunday right before her birthday, and we have Jennifer, whose birthday is tomorrow. And if Liam is there on Zoom, his is today. So, yay, yay, yay. Yay, yay, yay.
Julie's is on the 30th.
Oh, well, wonderful. We'll sing today and we'll sing more.
Yesterday was me and my girls' anniversary of when we got to be together full-time 8 years.
Whoa, look, to celebrate. Yay, 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 how good.
So let's sing some happy birthday.
All right.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, all you wonderful people. Happy birthday to you. You caught me, I almost sang the Ubuntu version.
Yay, hooray. That's so wonderful. Fantastic. A pebble cast into a pond causes ripples that spread in all directions. We now enter a time for joys and concerns, a moment to speak aloud the celebrations and struggles in our lives. When we share from the heart, it's like water flowing into a single stream. Our lives meet here each of us bringing our own currents, joining in a shared journey. If you'd like, you're welcome to share a brief special joy or concern, and I'll drop a pebble into the water. We'll begin with those on Zoom, and we'll follow with those in the sanctuary, invite them to line up by the piano. So, on Zoom. A last final pebble as we acknowledge and honor the joys and concerns that were spoken, those that are unspoken but kept in silence in our hearts and minds. And now I invite you into a minute of silence. You can choose to meditate, pray, reflect on something you've heard here today, or simply sit silently in community with others, and I'll bring you back with the chimes. Let's welcome back Friction Farm with our closing song, Louder Than Guns.
So from the title of the song, you can tell this was written about the problem of gun violence. However, I think the tools that we provide in the chorus or in the whole song really apply to so many other issues. So we will hope you will sing along. You want to teach them?
It's very simple. It's just 3 notes. Sing your song of courage.
And then I'll sing a little.
And then sing your song of justice.
More of me.
Sing your song of hope. And sing your song of peace. So it's courage, justice, hope, and peace. And we are louder than guns.
Open up your door, ask somebody in, wage a little kindness, help in their suffering. Give up just a little bit of all that you have won. 'Cause you are louder, louder than a gun.
Here we go.
Sing your song of courage, get ready to take a stand. Sing your song of justice, aim to lend a helping hand. Sing your song of hope, light the fire of 1,000 suns. Sing your song of peace, we are louder than guns. Give that kid a second chance, benefit of the doubt. Help them find a way to fit in, not look for a way out. Show them what you've learned about love and compassion. You are louder, louder than a gun. Sing your song of courage, get ready to take a stand. Sing your song of justice, aim to lend a helping hand. Sing your song see people as they are. Forget about the us and them, we're just
Dust from a single star.
practice what you preach.
Be fair to everyone. You are louder, louder than a gun. Sing your song of courage. Get ready to take a stand. Sing your song of justice. Aim to lend a helping hand. Sing your song of hope like the fire of 1,000 suns. Sing your song of peace. We are louder than guns. We are louder than guns. We are louder than guns. We are louder. We are louder. Thank you.
Wow. Yay. I think we have two wonderful helpers. Absolutely. It's time. It's time. Yay. You want to put that in there? We're very thankful. Oh, all right. We're going to come right around here because it's time to put out. Careful. Wait till I say the words. When you're going to hear the words. All right. As we extinguish the chalice, those are the magic words. Can you extinguish the chalice? Gently. Yay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, we want to leave it on top so the smoke doesn't harm somebody. Can we put it back on? One more time, one more time. And then we'll let you put it out, August.
It's not that.
Can you do it? Come on. That's the button. That's our special chalice, yeah, wonderful. And we just let it go. Wonderful, wonderful. Now we'll let August put it out
Waiting for it to grow.
and just leave the top. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay.
It's trying to pull that.
That's wonderful, thank you. I appreciate it. We're also glad to have your help. Why don't you take that to your mom, okay? Take it to your mom. As we extinguish the chalice, we carry forward the lessons of December 7th and its aftermath. We commit ourselves to remembering history in its full complexity, honoring sacrifice while acknowledging injustice, learning from our failures as well as our triumphs. Though this flame is extinguished, may the light of truth, compassion, and justice continue to burn within us. May we have the courage to stand against prejudice in all its forms and the wisdom to see the full humanity in every person, regardless of their heritage. Go forth in peace, committed to building the beloved community where all people are truly free. Thank you for joining us today. We know you have many options on how to spend your Sunday morning, and a chilly one at that. We're deeply grateful that you chose to be in community with us. Following the service, those on Zoom are invited to continue the conversation. Those in the sanctuary are invited to potluck downstairs in Celebration Hall. Our visitors, some of our more extroverted members and friends, will use the red cups so you can easily find folks who love to chat. Next week, we're celebrating the Christmas season with the musical The Forgotten Carols, and encourage you to bring ornaments to share for the tree that'll appear here sometime really soon. Please rise in body, absolute magic. Please rise in body or spirit. Those in the sanctuary may choose to hold hands. and make some kind of shape. Yeah, some kind of shape, yeah. Yay. A lovely shape. Maybe it's more than one shape. Oh my goodness, how great. It's good the Zoom folks are patient while we work this out. All right. We're almost there. Fantastic. Love is the spirit of this fellowship, and community is its goal. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. So may it be. Now let's wave goodbye. Roomies, turn to the door and wave goodbye to our Zoomies, and there they are. They're waving goodbye to us.